You have to wonder about the Kardashians, and you have to wonder about Miley, but definitely not Drake, right? Can we agree on some of the ones?
We can agree on there. We can agree that Drake is not. Jay-Z has earned his due.
Jay-Z. Lady Gaga is not overhyped.
Lady Gaga is not overhyped.
No, I think she has a lot of talent that you haven't really even seen. Okay, so cool. So now,
really
the Kardashians, I enjoy the shit out of them. See, it's hard to say. See, when we say overhyped, that means just hype out of proportion to where you should get. So I still say the Kardashians because, to me, now they are some wonderful ladies, and Mom is very interesting too. But it's really
So you
cute.
try to hook up.
There's only one, but I'm still. If you can just find me that cousin. But I still say they kind of overhyped.
Okay.
Miley may be overhyped because of the amount of hype they give her. I still think she's going to show a broad range of talent, and does show a broad range of talent. And still, you got to leave that alone a little bit. To me, I really do. So I don't think Miley. I think but I just don't know enough about. Does Nicki Minaj? What is she bringing?
She's bringing that Little Kim effect.
That's right.
That's she's bringing. But is she overhyped? See, I don't think she's overhyped. I think she's hyped. I think she's hyped the right amount.
I mean, she has skills.
She should deserve some hype.
Yeah.
They all deserve some hype. So no, Vic. The only one I think that maybe overhyped is the Kardashians.
And again, because they're the only ones on here that don't sing.
That's the only reason.
And so they stand on.
They on there for being fine.
I'm going to.
But just think, Kim. You on there just
because you're fine.
Just because of being fine.
Let me tell you something.
What else you want?
I'm gonna say
that's
this.
That's enough shit.
But I mean, come on, Miss America.
That's enough.
That's what Miss America gets credit for.
And you got money. And you already got money. I want to ride in your car.
Okay, now watch this. Watch this. I wasn't going to pick the Kardashians.
She has some nice cars.
I wasn't
going
to pick the Kardashians. Who I actually selected was Nicki Minaj. Why? Rihanna had her time of overhype, where they took advantage of the time that she was in, especially going through that stuff with Chris Brown.
I don't know if she was overhyped.
Oh, she was.
She's really talented.
No.
I think she deserves it.
No.
She's a looker, a singer.
No. I'm saying no.
She's a franchise.
Okay, now I'm just saying this. I spent a lot of time, and I'm saying this right offhand. They took a lot of effort in doing everything with her, from photos to videos.
I would take my time.
And then when she got to performing in Europe.
Slow.
When they actually had her perform.
Wait a minute. Are you guys talking about the same thing?
Wait.
We talking about how we would get deep into the artist.
Look.
Deep underneath the skin.
All I'm saying is, Pam, all I'm saying is that when she had to perform live, then came the litmus test. And people were somewhat, because of the hype, somewhat let down because they said, oh, the live performance. So when I say overhyped, a lot of times you anticipate all this big marketing and branding, and when you get to the stage point where you perform, whereas Kardashians are who they are. So the part is that they go right to that point. So I actually
Can I get a cousin?
That's wrong.
I'm gonna see if I can hook him up with a cousin.
Yeah, you get.
I'm a Kim.
You gotta drive.
Kim.
They gotta drive.
You can't make me look bad.
They gotta drive.
I need to hook him up with a cousin.
But they gotta drive.
Okay?
Right. Well, so I selected Nicki Minaj because they got her everywhere, and you still can't. Can you pick out the performance or song or whatever she is that you have memorized?
That's like looking at her ass.
See, my whole point is this: you can't remember.
Ass,
but she's hot.
Most women that are in entertainment.
Can we see your ass while we talk about ass?
Maybe.
Really, yours or mine?
Maybe.
If you don't show yours, I'll show mine to the audience.
That's cool. All right, I'm gonna move on. I gotta move on
because you're not gonna get her to show her ass.
No, we can't do that. She's not gonna show her ass.
I think just show her dress. I don't think she should stand.
She can show her. You know what? She'll
at
get
the end of the
at
show.
the end of the show. There you go.
You look good. You should at least let them see you. I'm not saying be crude, girlfriend. I'm just saying they should admire your shapely figure. Cause were it not for the proper promotion, your name would be there too.
For this,
you would be there too.
I'm gonna model.
You would be right there underneath Nicki Minaj. Just say, Pam. Just
okay.
So let me do this. Okay, just exiting without long explanation. Who deserves the hype? The number one on this list. We already know we picked who we thought was overhyped based on different opinions. Who is on this list who deserves every bit of the hype because they've earned it and then some?
Jay-Z.
There you go. See, that was simple, wasn't it?
That's the only one.
But he's proven himself time.
But I think Gaga is one of those people who, like Alicia Keys, has a lot of scope, broadness to their talent set, and that they're going to express themselves.
Right.
That's why I think she has that longevity. I really do.
Yeah, she's in there. So I mean,
I think Miley's going to show you stuff too.
I think everybody on the list.
Be an actress.
But
I think
isn't she just a child right now that really hasn't developed?
Well, that's what they did. It's about Michael Jackson, right? I remember. There's a lot of people. Remember Usher. Remember Usher in the early days talking about Usher.
Right.
You know, even the Wahlbergs. To look at them.
Who is that?
The Donnie Wahlberg, they were with, remember what group they were with?
No.
Okay.
Who was that?
All right.
Did you just tell me your age?
It's old. That's why I said they grew up. It's like the Osmonds. How about, you want me to take you back? How about the Osmonds?
Oh, Lord.
I didn't say the Osmonds and the Jackson
Lord.
5.
I didn't know
that's old enough.
Wow, that's all right.
You want to hear the Osmonds?
Okay,
all right. Well,
we'll stop right there.
All right, let me go on into the next one. Here's the one that we waited for that held over from last week.
Yes, I am. It's very
looking at the
cover. It is so interesting.
Hold on.
Go buy some.
Hold on, we don't have that much time. Here's the next one that we actually did a cliffhanger with last week. Last week we said one session of sex, love, making. Notice I said sex, love, making because some people say it's not sex.
A session too.
Well, I called it a session because I think everybody has their own opinions about what a session is. So what is considered the best length of time for sex or love making session? Now,
depends if you have to go to work or not.
We're going to leave Mario.
Sometimes that quick one is a good one.
Well, let me give him the choices.
I got to go to work.
Let me give him the choices because... Hold on a second, because I got to give a choice because we got Blog Talk, so they don't get to see everything. So here's the times that we have. You can range them from 3 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, or 3 hours plus. Now, there's no wrong or right answer here. All you have to do is give the position and argument why your session, how long is long and works for you.
Okay.
Who's going first?
Ladies first.
If you want, I tell you what you call it. If you say who's to go first. You say if you want to go first or if you want me to go first.
Okay.
Well, that's the picture.
3 minutes, 30. Okay.
It's 3 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. If your time is not on there, don't worry about it. That's the time I know that usually falls in the barrier or what
sometimes
we call the bar.
More or less.
Yeah.
Okay, 1.5 hours.
Whoa, Mario, what do you think about that?
You know what? It all has to do with what you call making love. I tell you, if the making love includes a nice hot bubble bath.
So that just had.
And then see, because if you get in the bubble bath, you might have a little drink.
Wait a minute.
Something.
That's romance. That's not sex.
That's making love. That's making love, and you might have an orgasm in the tub.
That is the pre.
That's what happens as long as you get a nut. You call it what you want.
Oh.
Then you might still get out of the bubble bath.
Come on, you got a lady next to you.
And then you might have to go back in the
because they already swollen.
Since Mario gave the explanation, let me give the explanation back over to Pam because you gave the time first. So Pam, the explanation why an hour and a half for you is the time.
Yeah, what you gonna do? Map that out. Minute one. Take me through. Break it down into 5. Inches of time.
Go ahead.
Can you break it down into 15-minute increments and just tell me what you're doing for an hour and a half?
Explain yourself.
I gotta hear this.
Pam, you know the secret to this?
Talk that.
The secret
I know the secret.
The secret to what you have to say.